What a win for the San Francisco 49ers last night on Monday Night Football to kick off the 2024 season. And we're recapping it further here on today's Niners Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. Really appreciate all of you for taking the time to make today's show a part of your day as the 49ers hammer the Jets to move to 1-0. And that means it's a Victory Tuesday right here on the program. So if you're pumped up that the Niners are off to a 1-0 start to begin the 2024 season, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. A key takeaway for me coming away from this game last night, the 49ers are still the best all-around team in football. Now, can San Francisco beat the Kansas City Chiefs? That remains to be seen. Kyle Shanahan and this regime, they haven't beaten Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes yet. But when you think about this Niners team, this is a complete roster with the most talent in the National Football League, especially when you look at the landscape of the NFC. The Niners are the cream of the crop in this conference right now because they really don't have too many weaknesses. And despite all of the offseason drama, the Brandon Ayuk contract ordeal, Trent Williams holdout, coming off that heartbreaking Super Bowl defeat to Kansas City, the Ricky Pearsall shooting, all of that and more. The 49ers went out there and they kicked the Jets' ass. The 49ers offense against New York. This is one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Yet San Francisco puts up 401 yards of total offense. They average 5.7 yards per play. Brock Purdy, 19 of 29 for 221. He didn't have to throw it a lot, but when he did, he made some marvelous throws. And San Francisco, one of the stories of the game, able to run it right down the Jets' throats. 38 carries for $180, averaging 4.7 yards per tote. Clean sheet as far as the turnovers go, and the Niners dominating time of possession, holding the football for nearly 39 minutes of this 60-minute ball game. And going into the game, one of the big matchups for me, how was the first-year defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen, going to match up with the four-time NFL MVP in quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Nick Sorensen called a really good game. The Jets able to muster only 266 yards of total offense, 5.5 yards per play. They carry it 19 times for 68 yards, only 3.5 yards per carry. This is a Niners defense that struggled with its run defense last year under Steve Wilks. San Francisco able to generate 2 turnovers. Fred Warner with the peanut punch. Diamador Lenore making a great play on Garrett Wilson. And then the ball deflects up into the hands of Demetrius Flanagan, fouls. And a big reason why the Jets couldn't find a rhythm or do anything offensively is because the Niners offense was on the field for the bulk of that game. So a good sign as well coming away from this Niners victory against New York. Defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen calling a great game, and the 49ers defense flying around, physical, really good up front with that new-look defensive line. The secondary is so deep, as we've been talking about, and San Francisco sound against the run and the pass. And how about Kyle Shanahan against his former protege and defensive coordinator Robert Saleh? I thought Kyle Shanahan, with his offensive play calling, the game plan, and the play designs, and how he matriculated downfield, was able to run laps around Robert Saleh. This 49ers depth, it is for real. And I've mentioned this a couple of times this offseason, that this Niners team, as compared to previous years, is deeper than they've been. Trent Williams even said that after the game last night. I mean, shoot, Christian McCaffrey goes down. He's the reigning NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Jordan Mason comes in and no big deal, just has a career night, running with authority, running with power, snatching the souls away from the New York Jets, and just taking their hearts right out of their chests. 28 carries, 147 yards, 5.3 yards per carry along a 24 to go along with the touchdown. And now let's next talk about Brock Purdy. If you watch Brock Purdy last night and you still don't think he's legit, at this point, you're just a hater. What's your excuse now? Brock Purdy is the perfect quarterback for Kyle Shanahan, and this marriage has resulted in Brock Purdy just going on this unbelievable run as the Niners starter, where he is now 18-4 as this team's starting quarterback. He gets the ball out on time. He gets the ball out quickly and accurately. He has this elite ability to process and throw with anticipation from sideline to sideline and at all three levels. And the throw to Brandon Ayuk on the ball that Brandon Ayuk dropped on the diving attempt, big league throw. That throw was a straight-up dime. It would have made Brock Purdy's stat line look even better. And his ability to spread the ball out, he drops back and he has so much composure. There's this flatliner calmness to his game. 6 players caught passes from Brock Purdy on Monday Night Football. It speaks to how loaded the Niners are, the great play calling, great play designs from Kyle Shanahan, but the control and the confidence that Brock Purdy has in running this offense. Don't just box score hunt. That's what casuals do. That's what people who are lazy football analysts do. Don't point out the lack of throws. When Brock Purdy did throw the football, he was spinning it. The Niners' game plan clearly was to run the ball because the New York Jets couldn't stop it. And the sign of a good offense, being complimentary. The 49ers scored on 8 straight drives. Think about how difficult that is to do, and think about how much more of a blowout this game would have been if the Niners didn't have drives stall out and if they didn't settle for field goals, as Jake Moody went 6 of 6. Another good early sign. The arrow is pointing up for this Niners offense. It's led by Brock Purdy, and I have a lot of confidence in this unit as Purdy and Shanahan continue to evolve together. Coming up next, how about this San Francisco 49ers offensive line? We're going to talk about that because the numbers are eye-popping against a good Jets front. I also have some more takeaways from this victory for the San Francisco 49ers. Before we continue to move forward, I am so excited to bring on a brand new sponsor here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. A lot of you know that I love talking football when I'm not in front of the camera, on the microphone, and I'm away from the Chat Sports studios. I love playing golf. PXG, welcome here to the San Francisco 49ers Report. And with my golf game, my iron game is always a work in progress. So when I heard how the new PXG Black Ops irons can dramatically improve my game, I had to give them a try. So I booked a fitting at a PXG location. I brought my current irons and took the PXG Irons Challenge. My experience at the PXG facility was incredible. The data that you get and the feedback that you get from the employees there is tremendous. You're in front of a golf simulator, and they're able to track your club head speed, the exit velocity, the carry, and they fit you specifically to the clubs that you want and need. And it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. And the new PXG Black Ops irons are game improvement missile launchers that feature X-Core 2 technology and dual cavity design that combines with their high-strength, ultra-thin, merging steel club face to deliver superior forgiveness, absolutely explosive distance, and a feel that's softer than a baby bunny. New Black Ops irons are incredibly easy to hit and maximize performance and fun. Oh, and they're only $149.99 a stick. That is a great price for a great golf iron. I hit the driving range over the weekend. I couldn't believe the ball flight. So take the PXG Irons Challenge. It's a ton of fun. And if PXG's new Black Ops irons don't outperform your current irons by delivering either more distance or tighter dispersion, that means better accuracy, by the way, during your fitting, you'll get a $100 MasterCard rewards card. So hurry. This offer ends October 7th. Book your fitting today at pxg.com. That's pxg.com. And if you want to set up your fitting today, 200 plus locations to visit. In California, for all of my Niner fans watching the show, couple of locations in the Bay Area. The PXG East Bay in Dublin, California. For those of you in Southern California, PXG Orange County in Huntington Beach, California, Stone Tree Golf Club in Novato, California, and hundreds more nationally. It's not like I'm going to be hitting the PGA Tour, but PXG has helped me improve my golf game and the club fitting experience. I'm not kidding. The data that I got back has helped me improve my golf game. Head to PXG. We'll put that link down below in the comment section and in the description of today's Niners Report. All right. Now let's talk about this San Francisco 49ers offensive line and get to some more takeaways from this victory here from what was a dominant performance for the Niners. As for this offensive line, this 49ers offensive line came to play against the New York Jets, a team that going into this game, I thought they had a really good front. They still do, but they couldn't match up with San Francisco. The 49ers offensive line against New York posted a 96.1 pass block win rate, third best in the National Football League in Week 1. Trent Williams, Aaron Banks, and Spencer Burford, who filled in for Aaron Banks, earned a perfect 100% pass block win rate grade. And 94 of Jordan Mason's 147 rushing yards were before contact. So the 49ers offensive line, they were tough, they were physical, they mastered the scheme. The play calling from Kyle Shanahan was great, but they played bully ball against the New York Jets. And how about Trent Williams? He gets that contract reworked last week, and he barely had any time to practice with the Niners, and he was flawless against the Jets. He did not allow a single pressure against the Jets on 33 pass blocking snaps. It was Trent Williams' first game without allowing a pressure since Week 3 of 2022. Just a special player. As for Dominick Puni, Dominic Puni looks to be the real deal, and it looks as though San Francisco got one of the best players in the 2024 NFL draft class in the third round out of Kansas. 34 pass blocking opportunities for the rookie at right guard, only gave up one pressure, did not surrender a sack, did not give up a quarterback hit. He earned a pass blocking efficiency grade of 98.5, a pass blocking grade of 77.7, a run blocking grade of 74.6. He was one of the highest graded Niners against the Jets according to Pro Football Focus. And it's not just these numbers if you want to nerd out on those. It is the technique from Dominick Puni. It is the advanced, veteran-like, nuanced offensive line play and awareness. It's his ability to drive defenders into the ground with pancake blocks. It's the agility and the athleticism to get out in space or to that second and third level on some of these pull blocks, or when he has to climb, he can do that. But he's also shown this ability and the IQ and great offensive line technique to block his man and then pass him off to the next defender in line to open up gaping holes, in the case of last night, for Jordan Mason. If this Niners offensive line could play like this, what a development for San Francisco. As for some of the Niners' offseason acquisitions, Leonard Floyd got off to a great start. 4 pressures, registered a sack on Aaron Rodgers as Nick Bosa really made that play happen, and earned a pressure rate of 21.1%. And how about Malik Collins at defensive tackle? Last couple of weeks I've been saying, I think that he could be an X factor for this Niners team. Against the run, against the pass, he disrupted what the Jets wanted to do on the offensive side of the football. Number 99 came to play, and he can really move bodies along the interior of this Niners defensive line. Fred Warner. Over the last couple of years, he has really climbed my power rankings. He's maybe my favorite Niner of all time. The way that he plays the game of football, flying around sideline to sideline, reading the quarterback's eyes, being able to read and diagnose plays, being at a spot before the play actually develops to make the play, being a disruptor, punching the football out, being able in the playoffs a couple of years ago to run stride for stride with CeeDee Lamb down the seam, to last year against the Dallas Cowboys, be able to read the eyes of Dak Prescott, drop back in coverage, and then sack Dak Prescott while jumping up simultaneously to not give him a throwing lane. He's making these plays every single week, every single game. Witness what we're seeing here with number 54 and know this is one of the most special linebackers in the history of the National Football League, and he's still only in his late 20s. I think he has some great football left. Hopefully he's going to be able to stay healthy because his durability has been like an Iron Man because he's been so durable and available, and hopefully he continues to have this love for the game of football because watching him is an absolute joy. Earlier today, we did talk about the Christian McCaffrey injury, tendonitis in that Achilles. That video is up on the channel. This video is up on the channel. And if you enjoyed today's show, real one roll call. Give Give me a real one down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks to PXG for being our new sponsor, and we'll catch you later.